So we're making moves down there. The tanks are not being as aggressive as I'd kind of like them to be. Adachi just hit level 4. Which means you can get speciality, but I don't really need you to do that. Chief of Air Force. We have a ground support guy. An army. We'll take it. Oh, we're attacking Changsha. Sweet. Tough fight, though. How are we doing for artillery? 400. How much would it cost to add artillery support? Oh, we're only actually a little short. Let's do it. Roll out actually sending artillery to our front lines with our superior firepower doctrine. Over-importing chrome. I don't import chrome. We're over-importing steel, but I can't change that because I'm getting it all from Manchukuo, and likewise with aluminium. Oh no, I can reduce aluminium. Okay. And we are getting resistance to occupation, but how bad is it? Actually pretty bad. Let's make you martial law. Yes. We'll go police force. Secret police. And then Guangxi. Secret police. Heavy industry development. Done. Japanese settlement. Liaoying, Yehol and Kirin gain extra building slots. By settling our own people in Manchuria, we can increase the workforce and thereby create more opportune locations for factories. And it looks like the yellows are now properly digging in and resisting. We are losing even more oil. Buy some more from the Soviets in that case. Marines too. Excellent. Alright, it is January 1940. We should have got that already, but we didn't. How are we doing for medium tanks? We actually have quite a few of them, so I'm wondering if in the medium tank divisions, if I want to add some more. Reduces their organization down even further. No, I don't think so. In that case, let's just go and reduce the number of medium tanks that we are actually producing. And instead increase the amount of artillery. And that's true, we don't have MPs, but I don't know that we necessarily have the support equipment to support that. In fact, I'm pretty sure we don't. Although one thing I can do in the run-up to that is increase the amount of cavalry in these divisions, which will reduce the cost of having MPs if and when I actually do. We should research it, though. That's another Marine ready. You can get improv expert Yamada. Yes, please. Now is Nijio back? Nijio's ready. Nijio, welcome to Field Marshalhood. Why not use cheap tanks in the MPs? Because that would be very expensive very quickly. Unnecessary. The main problem with that is if their resistance was higher, like I'm talking 60-70%, then yes, you want armor. But it's not. The main thing we want right now is suppression. To keep it low, and suppression is cavalry. Because what you can do is check the suppression stat. And the thing which gives the most suppression is cavalry. So if we take a look at the police force, which is where I was doing that, suppression here is 24. And for every cavalry I add, it goes up by another 2. Like so. It's all good. The Soviets cancelled the non-aggression pact. Really? Stalin? What you doing? Because losing the Soviets would seriously screw my fuel supply. I'd basically be entirely reliant on just like Venezuela. But Europe's already under the heel of the Germans, so I can't see this ending well for them. There goes Denmark. Still need to take out Norway, I guess. Iceland takes control of foreign affairs. I'm going to concentrate where the blues are actually attacking right now, because there's a whole bunch of rivers here going to Chongqing. And I think I'm actually going to say Chongqing is actually our objective. Let's build cast 2, sure. And for that I will buy in some more aluminium if necessary. And then I think I would like to upgrade the recons. Sheer amount of attack bonus these guys are getting must be ridiculous. Commander skill plus 38.8 attack. Wow, that's pretty high. And we also have completely overwhelming air superiority. It's just this which is a little concerning. Once these guys are a bit more ready, I'll probably send them to go and reinforce. But we are very, very low on guns. We're still losing a lot of troops. But the tanks are moving in nicely. Greens are doing their bit. Marines, you guys ready? Almost. Alright, fuel is now recharging. We have enough for a tank designer. Or Tokyo Arsenal. Let's do that instead. Engineering is finished. Let's go and get military police. And then I think the next thing I want to start focusing on production for is support equipment. We are also spending all of our factories repairing stuff, which is not what I want to do. I want to build more factories. Passive repair can take care of that. Because China still has a crazy number of divisions. And this is definitely the slog of this war, where we are now. You ready? Do it. Yeah, supply problems are becoming a thing there. Far fewer supply issues down in the south than I kind of expected. And I'm guessing Chongqing's the Chinese supply base. Now, Marines have various abilities, which actually means they can keep fighting without supply. So we shall see how that does. Do I think taking Chongqing will cause capitulation? Maybe. It is worth 20. No, there's still a couple of cities over here. And China, I would imagine, has a very high surrender threshold. Oh, the tanks have actually completed their objectives. Well, I would like for you to go and take Guangxi out, please. And I'm going to tell the purples stop attacking. What you got for me? Yamashita, level 10 planning. Well, I definitely want you to be a thorough planner in that case. Meanwhile, Tanaka's hit level 6. You're almost about to hit level 7. 60% planning preparation without battle plan. Without grand battle plan. That's actually astonishing. Right, Reds, let's do it. Show me how it's done. Fire and brimstone. Japanese settlement is done. Well, let's do the new naval estimates to start getting some dockyards ready for going southwards. We must issue new estimates for the size of the increase to our navy, and thereby the dockyard facilities will be required to bring about this increase. We can also do draft exemptions, which will drop the army's control of everything. We'll lose a little bit of recruitable population, but we're going to own China. That's not going to be a problem. And give us some more dockyard and factory output. Because our gun shortage is getting worse and worse. We actually have enough trucks now. I mean, we have enough trucks now where I could build more tank divisions. Say another 4. Soviet Union declared war on Finland. And we're about to get another air doctrine. Right there. Guangzhou has fallen. So Guangxi is going to fall fairly soon. I was kind of hoping that the Greens, in conjunction with the Blues, would be able to take this area. But I think you guys are the ones suffering the most from attrition problems. Now, Purple, are you ready? Yes, you are. Take from them stuff. Huzzah! And Yellow, are you ready for a pushback here? I'm still... no, I'm not convinced, because they've actually stationed quite a few troops here. We can get another land doctrine. That's going to be more recon and reinforce rate, which means we'll recover more quickly. That sounds good to me. Why haven't I been doing the escalate war in China decisions? Because the more of those you do, the faster America industrializes. Arcad, thank you very much for the 5-month resubscription. Very much appreciate the ongoing support there. Mordred's finally doing a Japan game. Huzzah! Yes, yes, Mordred is. And the Me63, thank you very much for the 3-month primary subscription. Very much appreciate that. Passionate Insanity wants me to drink some tea. Two Fingers and Bigger Swig, thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. We are running low on fuel again. This does seem to fluctuate quite a bit. Let's do that. Mustn't wake the sleeping giant. No, I'd like to keep him slumbering for as long as I possibly can. And I think I'm doing better in China than historical Japan. So if I can get China capitulated before getting into a fight with the Allies, that would be great. I can get some more Marines, please do. Correction, I can get another Marine. Please do. Still no supply issues down there. Guangxi is going to be getting a lot of supply in. Unfortunately, they still control this little section here. Oh, we've got mud season. The attack on Chongqing definitely seems to have stalled somewhat. We are going to have supply coming down the river. That is another factor I often forget, because rivers do provide supply. I think the Greens are attacking in the wrong way. You guys should be supporting this offensive with the Blues. There we go, the Reds are attacking again. Purples are making some forays. Oh, wow. Yellow. You go. Well, if Yellow's actually attacking, let's put you under Yamashita. Rivers provide supply like they're a natural railroad. Yeah, they do. Hungary joined the Axis. As long as you control both sides of the riverbank, they do provide supply. Pretty sure. Although, wondering how I can see that. Well, like here, there's no supply base. There's just these two rivers, and yet I have full supply. They must do. And then here, where I don't control both banks, we're not getting the supply. Well, if we can take this railroad back again, that would be really quite nice. Because that was the main north-south railway. Although these infantry divisions are quite a bit weaker than the ones I have been using elsewhere. But then it also looks like the Chinese forces here are being pretty significantly whittled. I wonder if that's because of air power, actually. That's definitely because of air power. Actually, no, it's not. That's just these infantry being naturally powerful. Finland's peaced out. Treaty of Craiova. More concessions have been forced from the Kingdom of Romania, with Bulgaria reclaiming southern Dobruja. New naval estimates done. So now we're going to do the carrier warfare experiments. Battleships are relics of a bygone age. We must look to the future, and the future is aviation. Aircraft carriers will allow us to project that air power in the Pacific. Speaking of which, I should also upgrade the carrier planes and start building some. Would extending the railroad be useful? I've actually found extending railroads to be of very limited utility. The thing that seems to make much more difference is this button here, where you basically choose to have more supply flowing to your armies, prioritizing them, and that is what I'm going to do right now. Because the Greens that I want attacking is the Greens that are having those supply issues. And they are still having those supply issues. Okay, we can get a doctrine. I would like to have my destroyers being more effective. Thank you. Oh wow, the Reds have made some serious headway over here. But they are also at the edge of their supply capabilities. So we're going to reduce the line of the Greens and we're going to increase the line of the Reds here. Try and concentrate the Greens' force against Chongqing if we can. I mean, the other thing we could try to do here is build a supply hub. That's the only thing that really seems to matter. And the nearest supply hub's way back there. It's basically saying, that's out of reach. Maybe increasing infrastructure? Let's upgrade you to a level 3. Hopefully that can get the flow going a bit better. More factories. We are in need of more artillery and of more support equipment. Let's go for the support. And another air doctrine. Air superiority. I am not the type of player that does well with aces. Okay, June 1940. There was something I was thinking I need to research. Carrier planes. Oh, and naval bombers. We'll need to research those. Kind of forgotten about them. Can I add artillery yet? With a surplus of 400? No, I need like 1,000 plus. I believe. Norway is capitulated. Man, Germany is on a rampage. This is about as strong a Germany as I've ever seen. They may actually do okay in Africa. In fact, you know what I like the idea of? We're going to make this a marine-only area. We're going to reduce where the purples are. I'm going to change the greens to be down there. And then the green objective is going to change. You've actually got a skilled staffer. I very rarely get that. Tanaka's a level 7, so he would actually be a pretty good candidate to have more troops. Unfortunately, that initial momentum we had here with the yellows, I think, is stalling a little. Now, if we just have the Marines here, hopefully they can get better supply situation. Because at the moment it's pretty dire. Oh, suddenly things seem to be turning around over here. That's some very, very positive green. And we can also get some more of this. Kingdom of Romania cedes Bessarabia. Recovery rate and organisation for infantry, motorised, mechanised. Yes, please. So my tank divisions, what's your organisation now? 34. See, that's a lot better. We could potentially add a medium tank and remove one of the motorised. As long as it stays above 30, that's fine. So if we were to add an artillery unit to this, yeah, obviously we need 1,700 to even add one. They did it. They pushed him back. And we've secured this whole railway. Go yellows! Purple's also making a bit of headway. Pushing into Communist China. For the first time. Surely China can't hold on for much longer. They have 16 factories! How are you still equipped? Who's sending you guns? They've lost 1.3 million to my 750,000. They have 15% equipment apparently. Oh no, supply. We don't know how much they're actually being equipped. Supported by Lend-Lease from the UK. Ah, that's why. Guangxi, only a tiny bit. And Jibai Sanma, but it's mostly the UC. Burma Road. I wonder. You don't have logistics wizard yet. Now you do. Kind of forgot about that one. Which should resolve some of your supply issues. And then the other thing I can do is this button. No, I can't. Supply cost would be too high. The logistics wizard should help. Look how elite these guys are. Oh man, that's dangerous. Alright, the Marines look like they're actually in supply now. So let's go and see if we can do something with this.